Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Matt. Woo! Thank you.
You might have heard I laughed during the first line of that, and I realised how sad it was to a single person singing it. It's really depressing. The only way it's not depressing is if you kind of do it in a sexy way, like as if like
Marilyn Monroe.
Happy birthday, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you, Matt.
Welcome to Miffs. I'm Matt Hoss.
And I'm Dan Rhodes. Whether you know about Theseus or you're revising your syllabus,
If you want tales with a bit of jest, or you just want to hear about incest.
what?
What? It's really interesting.
Welcome to Miffs. Welcome to Miffs.
Oh,
Thank you.
Are you having a lovely birthday?
Yes. Let's be forthright with our...
So, this is Dan's birthday episode. Dan's birthday's on the 2nd December. This has come out on the 3rd. So we're celebrating his birthday today.
Woo!
However,
Today, unfortunately, isn't my birthday.
technically isn't his birthday on the day we're recording this. In fact, it's quite a few weeks ahead. But nothing says...
But it will go out after my birthday.
So let's celebrate together.
I had a great birthday yesterday. Thank you, Matt.
So, what did you get?
I got...
You have to tell the listener what you got.
Hopefully you'll be there on the actual day of my birthday. So I hung out with my friends.
Because apparently Dan doesn't want me to record a podcast on his birthday. Oh no, apparently it'll ruin the mood and his friends will be estranged. And I'm saying, what friends? I'm the only friend. I'm the only one singing. We're doing it in advance just to really just highlight Dan's special day together.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you're acknowledging that this will go on to my birthday. That's cute.
Yeah, it's nice. So what gifts do you imagine you might get?
I reckon I will get, in order of importance to me.
Bear in mind your mum's going to be listening to this, so do be wary of that.
£1 million. I don't know anyone who has £1 million, and if they did, they wouldn't give me it for my birthday. But hey, we can dream.
Dan, guess what I got you? £1 million. Bear in mind, I have
A cheque with £1 million. I can't cash it, but
and I am wanted by many federal laws, but it's a nice 20.
I like to just hang out with my friends.
But
I like
what kind of gifts though? Proper presents.
proper presents. Are
Are you a fan of presents, Dan?
I do like presents. It's nice to get tangible things,
Yeah.
isn't it? And I don't mind the odd jokey present, but I do also like things that might be useful.
I'm a big sentimental fan. So if someone's thought about something for me,
Sorry.
it gets very emotional. But I love a good sentiment. You know.
Sentiment, yeah. So if something thought about, I'm quite easy to buy for. I think I'll appreciate most things.
Oh, yeah, and also I think that you're fascinated by a lot of things.
I'm fascinated, but that's true. I find things very interesting. So anything to do with that science or history or anything like that's very good.
Yeah. So what kind of gifts don't you like, Dan?
Clothes is always a weird one. They never fit me. I'd rather buy my own clothes.
Yeah, and it's also like if someone buys your clothes, it's kind of like, oh, what does that say about your style as well? I think it says a lot about you that way.
Yeah, clothes. I don't mind gift cards. They're always, you can never turn down.
They're
a gift
safe, you know.
card. Never turn down a safe option in a gift card.
Again, money's also good, but then again, money's less of a gift. It's more of like a sad acceptance of.
Gift card is a bit more thoughtful in the sense that it's
Oh,
kind of like
we know
giving someone
what you
money,
want.
but it's like, hey, you will shop at this place, and we know this about you.
But then again, if someone's got you a gift card and something you don't like,
that's a whole new thing.
Yeah, they don't like you, and it's also hard to spend.
Yeah, that's true.
Some don't like you, but they haven't, maybe not.
Thought about me.
Yeah.
Enough. No, so that's always good. But yeah, I think clothes are always the word. Do you agree? Not agree? That clothes is a weird one.
Right, I'm gonna be very sad here. The only time I really get presents where it's clothes, it's from my mum, and in all fairness, she does pick quite well for me. So my mum technically dresses me. Like, oh, you look cute in this. I was like, no, when especially when I was a teenager, I used to properly turn my nose up. Unless it was a band T-shirt, I didn't want to wear it. But a couple of years ago, my mum got me like a really nice jumper for my birthday, and I kind of like turned my nose up at it. But I wore it a lot on stage, and I really sold my persona well as well. I think clothes is a bit of a not. It's not what I always want though.
No, it's not. And particularly for me, people would never buy me the right size because I've got freakishly long arms.
Do you?
You know this about me.
Have a look. How long are your arms for? Give me a visualization. Oh, they are big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely longer. They're meant to be your height, your arm span, and mine are definitely not. Mine's like 6'6".
Dan's like 2 wingspans of a peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
Double falcon, he calls them.
Yeah, I've got long arms.
Whoa, you do, yeah. What's one of the worst gifts you ever got in your whole life?
The worst gift I ever got in my whole life. I actually don't think I've ever really had a bad. Don't think I've ever got a gift and gone, oh my god, I don't want that.
I mean,
there are always things that I would. Maybe there are some things I've got as gifts that I haven't used as much as I thought I would.
Okay, that's
how
about that then? Right.
Like I got given a really nice Ted Baker laptop bag.
Oh yeah.
I think it was my dad's then girlfriend. It was it was a really nice bag and very lovely, but I just never really found a situation to really use it in, so I only used it a few times. But it's still in the cupboard because I'm sure one day I will.
You're going to have to use that.
A passport wallet thing I got once. I think that's from my auntie and uncle. That's actually really nice though, so I have used that a few times, but unfortunately when I go travelling, I use it's just a bit too nice to take with me. It's for when you put all your travel documents, passport. It's like a nice.
You kind of put your passport in it, and you haven't used it that much because your flights keep getting cancelled.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the way?
But no, that was something I thought. Oh, actually, that's really thoughtful because they know I would use that, and I do go travelling.
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to use it as much as I thought I would. But it's still very thoughtful, and I will use it a lot.
Dan, since it's your birthday, I think it's time for the grand unveiling. Would you like to get your present from me today?
It's very thoughtful, actually, that Matt, knowing that this is before my birthday, and the fact that you will sue me on my birthday.
Yeah.
So I expect 2 presents, is what I'm saying. So yeah.
In all fairness, this one was a rushed purchase because I knew this episode was coming up, and it came in nick of the time. It came yesterday.
I do have a feeling, though, do I not, that you have a snick. I think I might know what it is.
I literally told you to your face. Because I literally said to you,
Matt told me
I'm
to
going to get you for your birthday, and then a couple of weeks after, I said, you haven't bought it yet. I'm going to get it for
They
your
are good
birthday."
books.
It's a bottle of wine.
No, they are good things.
Right.
If it is what I think it is, then it's going to be a good present.
Okay, close your eyes, Dan.
Okay.
And tell the listeners your expectations.
So I'm going to throw this out there. I do think it's a book of some kind, and it will be to do with it will be a non-fiction book because, like I say, I like to learn stuff. I don't really read novels as in stories, but I do read non-fiction books because I do like learning facts.
Can you close your eyes, Dan?
Yeah, I'm closing my eyes.
Okay,
I bet it's not wrapped.
Listener, it isn't wrapped, but the paper we used for Pan 2 weeks ago, I've used that to cover it up.
Oh, wow.
So, Dan, it's just to create the audio effect of unwrapping a present. There you go, Dan. Happy birthday.
There's so much thought gone into this.
I haven't had much sleep, Dan. See? They loved it. Oh,
hey, it's the book I wanted. Thank you, Matt. Oh, there's a message inside. Yeah. This is a slightly different one to the one you have.
Yeah, do you want to read out the title?
A Million Years in a Day: A Curious History of Everyday Life from the Stone Age to the Phone Age. By Greg Jenner.
And it's the guy who writes horrible histories.
Right here, Matt.
Yeah, well, explain it to the listener.
It's ripped. The top page is ripped.
Well, it wouldn't have happened if I had wrapped it. I have travelled 200 miles with the book, so it's a hardback edition. Mine's a paperback edition.
No, it's good.
And what's it about, Dan? What's the kind of gist of it?
Oh, I quite like a paperback when it just looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
It's a hard, yeah. It's about
the history of everyday objects.
Yeah, and stuff like you wouldn't think about, like toilet bowls and sanitary system, and also time as well. The history of time. It's a very cool book, which Dan loves odd, quirky facts, and that's essentially the book for him.
Yeah, you've read it, haven't you?
I'm halfway through it.
Is it good?
Really good, very fascinating. They talk about the start of breakfasts and stuff like that. You'll love that chapter.
I will do. Yeah, so it's like why? Who invented the toothbrush?
Yeah, and like
Who invented
for example,
toilet
how,
paper?
how cornflakes were invented as well. Like it's really interesting. A very very
So
interesting.
it takes
story.
you through the day.
Yeah. It's I think it's really fascinating, and I've put a little note in there for Dan as well. Look, it's quite earnest, so you don't have to read it out.
I can read it out.
You don't have to.
I'm going to read it out.
No, you don't.
You don't want me to do.
It's not. It's quite personal. But go ahead. It's fine. It'll summarise our friendship. So why not? Read it out loud then.
Oh no, I was going to just double check that you will be okay with me reading.
Oh no, just read it out loud, and we'll edit it out if not.
For Daniel, that's me. Oh, you call me Daniel. That's nice. It says, "You are one of my favourite people, and I cherish your friendship very dearly."
Strong start, isn't it?
Strong start. Oh god, does it get wet less or more?
More.
In real life.
just FYI, just a little heads up. Some of you might know I've recently been a little bit heartbroken, and she broke up with me the day after her birthday. So maybe
You're in a fragile place when you wrote this.
and maybe I'm too intense. And birthday giving, yeah, that was her feedback. Anyway, carry on. Read it out loud.
Okay, it says, "You are my." I'll read the first bit again because I'm just gonna. That's good for my ego. "You're one of my favourite people, and I cherish your friendship very dearly. In real life, you know, as in off podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Well, just generic. Like, if I didn't write that down in real life.
Okay, in real life, you'd make a horrible remark about my face, hair, personality. But since you can't retort, I thought I'd double down and say that you inspire me to be the funniest version of myself. Since working with you in uni, you've pushed me strength to strength, with my myths being the
Peak.
I thought that said the myths being the real, and I was like, why would you say it's real? Because myths is real.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. With myths being the peak. So I hope you have a great birthday. You are a fucking dick, but I love you, Matt Hoss. 3 kisses. Thank you, Matt.
And also,
Oh, that's really sweet.
flip it over.
A million years in a day, a curious history of everyday life from the Stone Age to the Phone Age, and then he's put an asterisk, 0 Peregrine Falcon facts included.
Because there's none, I've checked.
Thank you, Matt. That's really sweet.
Oh, well, I hope
So you wrote this because you knew that if you said that to me in real life, I'd just be rude to you.
Yeah, and you kind of did do that. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, Matt, just hug.
Oh,
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for my birthday present.
You're welcome. I mean, it is ripped, and well, why don't we just do it? A birthday belly slap. But yeah,
Oh, the contents is laid out like at 9:30 a.m,
Yeah.
9:45 a.m.
all the way to lads o'clock. Dan's reading the book currently. He's forgetting that we're actually supposed to be doing a podcast right now. But
Oh, I am going to read this. That's really, really good.
it's the kind of book that you love because you're a nerd.
Thank you.
But also, in the next couple of weeks, it's my birthday, so Dan's got to get that. And it's also the Christmas episode
It
as
is.
well. So a lot of gifts in this time of the year. It's getting to the gift-giving season.
It is. And we just happen to have birthdays in December, which doesn't help.
And also, it's a logistical thing. We want to do birthdays throughout the year, but if we didn't want to do it every single episode, it'd be too much.
No, that's really weird.
So, that's my present. You got that to beat, Dan, you know?
Yeah, no, I actually do have something in mind for you. I should just probably purchase it.
I hope it's not like a sex doll or something.
No,
like
it's not.
He crosses out from his Amazon wish list.
No. No, this is really thoughtful though because I know you did kind of allude to getting it, but it's nice that
I almost bought another book, well, quite a few other books as well, but I just haven't had time to kind of. I was saying Christmas is going to be fun, so. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and let's should we go into the myth now?
Yes.
And Dan kind of chose this one today. Well, it's
very similar. I think it sums up me.
yeah,
a lot.
it's the most Dan myth we can find, and here is the myth of Adonis.
Myths.
Alright, so Dan, what do you know about Adonis?
That he is really handsome and good looking and athletic and young. Because people have said, don't they? Oh, he's an Adonis. Oh, like a Greek Adonis.
They don't stop saying that about me.
No. But that is what that means, right?
Yeah. I remember when the Charlie Sheen thing went viral. I was like, I'm Adonis, man. It's so it's kind of like So we're going to talk about Adonis and what he was known for, and basically just go through that myth as well.
Yeah.
But he's not really talked about that much. But he's as you say, he's referenced quite a lot in modern day culture. But do we really know him that well?
No, I don't know who he is.
So, well, let's get straight.
I always assumed he was a Greek mythological creature
He
of some kind.
sounds like it, doesn't it?
And people do say a Greek Adonis. I think people wrongly put the word Greek in front of it.
Yeah, I think it's like a body of Adonis.
Yeah.
That's an Aerosmith lyric. Hair, do it looks like a lady. Because like, a body of Adonis and a minute. Dude, looks like a lady. What happened? I lost confidence halfway through because I realised you were staring at me. Okay, so this is technically in the myth about Adonis and Aphrodite.
She's really fit.
Made of sea foam. Also, that book has
Damn girl, nice sea foam.
was that Bellephon?
It was
Bellephone's horse.
Yeah, Bellephone's horse.
Oh, it's
Pegasus.
Was it Pegasus?
Pegasus was it was Bellephone's horse.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Damn.
Big horse dick.
Bellephon did talk like this. He was a horse.
Pegasus. Damn, what a big horse dick. Famously,
Damn, that pan's one horny goddamn goat.
hamster dick.
Hamster dick. Okay, let's begin. Adonis and Aphrodite. Matt, you may begin.
Actually, since it's your birthday, Dan, you can do whatever you want with me. Not in that way. Please, not in that way. But if you want me to do it in a certain way or a certain fashion, you let me know. Or...
I think we'll read it backwards. Wife hears the life, his half, and his mother hears.
That's generally spoiling the story. There's some things I'll tolerate, but spoilers is not one of them. From this free Greek podcast. Okay, anything
Wait,
else?
we don't charge for this podcast? That's the whole reason I thought no one was listening. It was because it was too expensive.
It's
And you're telling me this whole time it's free.
£30 a download.
£30 a download. Well, we get £30 a download, but we pretend to our viewers that we don't. Ha! Losers. Okay, Matt, you start. Go.
Again, any accents, let me know. Adonis was the deity of plants and rebirth. He was known as a...
Shit!
Oh, what do you get? I'm the god of the sea! How about you? God of the underworld! How about you? God of plants! So Adonis is a vegan.
Yeah.
He is known as a god who was forever youthful, the one who would live and die only to be reborn again. The cycle is repeated a long time without end. The cult of Adonis comprised of women, as it is evident from 2,600-year-old remains found on the island of Lesbos.
So, women used to worship him.
Yeah, it says the island of Lesbos, but there's quite a few typos in there, so I'm going to assume it's Lesbos.
Lesbos, yeah.
Hence,
Well, that might be also a Greek way of spelling it.
potentially, yes.
Because the Greek alphabet doesn't... That happens a lot with languages where the alphabet is different to our own, and they try and force... That's why there's so many different spellings of the word Muhammad. Because it doesn't translate exactly from Arabic, so people just write it however they think it should sound, using English letters.
Yeah. And like Shakespeare's spelled in a lot of different ways, isn't it? But that's not the same thing, is
I think
it?
I just accidentally said something half intelligent then.
And because it's your birthday, I'm not going to mock you. So, the Athenian women planted the gardens of Adonis, where the seeds would spring to life and then die to be reborn a few months later. The festival of Adonis was celebrated in midsummer when fennel and lettuce were harvested. Remember fennel from Prometheus?
Oh, Prometheus used a fucking fennel. Why fennel? Still gets to me to this day.
Do you remember the cartoon in episode 4?
Yeah, I do.
It haunts my memories, genuinely. Crazy times. Unfortunately, these plants would wither very quickly, and the women would mourn their decline as the death of the youthful Adonis. Okay. Well, so the women would get sad that the plants would die, but they know they were going to be reborn?
Yeah, because that's how plants work.
This sounds incredibly pointless.
Yeah, okay. It is said that Adonis was born of the illicit union between King Theus of Smyrna, Theus of Smyrna, and his daughter, Myra. Great start to life, that is. An incestuous relationship between man and daughter. So Adonis is
He's a
child of incest. Father and daughter made a baby.
That's sad.
Urged on by Aphrodite herself, the goddess of beauty, love, and sexual desire, who had been offered when King Theseus forgot to make a sacrifice for her. Myra had made amorous advances towards her father, but he was so successfully keeping her away. One night, she managed to lure her father out into the open, and there, under cover of darkness, she laid with him. So it's the daughter wanting to sleep with the father.
Ugh, some genuine daddy issues there.
It's like Woody Allen. So that worked.
Yeah, but Aphrodite, because the dad didn't make an offering to her once, she forced the daughter to fall in love with the dad.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems very petty, but bear in mind she's the goddess of love, therefore compassion, and she's quite a vengeful being, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So, she's, Myra and the king have banged out.
So he's currently in darkness and he's banging her. As dawn broke, Theus discovered to his utter disgust the deception of his daughter. So he didn't know it was the daughter the whole time.
Who did he think it was?
I don't know. Just some woman, I guess.
But
and with sword in hand, chased her into the wild, wanting to punish her for her audacity. Sensing Myra's necessity, Aphrodite transformed her into a tree. The Mere Tree.
Mercury.
The Mere Tree.
Okay, so I want to go back to this point. He's having sex with her. Ooh, what a random, lovely lady. Oh wait, that's my daughter.
Oh, ha! Not this again.
And then he says, with sword in hand. Wait, wasn't he just naked a minute ago?
Yeah, it means his penis.
with penis in hand, he chased her into the wild.
Still in anger, so she's been turned into a tree, by the way.
Yeah, again, very much like the previous last week's episode.
Still in anger, Theus shot an arrow into the tree trunk, splitting it wide open. And it was from there that Adonis was born, the child of an awful union between father and daughter.
So he shoots a random tree trunk.
No, not the random one, the tree trunk that his daughter's just been made into.
Oh, I see, gotcha.
And he splits it, and as he splits it, boom! Adonis is born. That's not how babies work, but apparently it isn't. This is, this is Greek mythology. I've given up now. I'm trying to assess these sort of stories.
He's barely just jizzed, and he's already a fully formed human
barely
being.
Jizzed in his own kin.
Barely jizzed.
It's such a weird way you said that.
That sounds like a rap album. Barely jizzed, which is also the title of my love tape.
Jizz in my daughter.
Oh.
Okay, so basically, long story short,
Adonis comes out of a tree.
Adonis is out of a tree.
So, Babby Adonis.
Babby Adonis.
Babby Adonis. Adorable beyond words. And since there was no one to look after him, apart from his dad...
That tickles me. Who's going to raise my child?
He's like, he just shot this. His baby's come out. He's gone, fuck it, I'll just go back home now. He hasn't even had the decency to either put out its misery nor to look after it or anything.
Yeah,
he just walks away.
Funny, yeah. Well, this baby was born, there was no one to look after it. He's like, I'm here. Well, who's going to look after this baby? I'm its father. Shut up, Theus.
And like less than 10 minutes ago, he was having sex with his daughter as well, and she turned to a tree.
He's just seen a baby come out of a tree, and that's not weird to him. He's just seen his daughter be turned into a tree. And this guy seems pretty normal.
Things happen quite fast in the Greek world, don't they? So
Aphrodite's taking him in.
Yeah,
basically.
so Aphrodite, even though there's no one to look after him, took him under her wing. She was obsessed with him, and that she became to neglecting her duty as a goddess. Bear in mind, Aphrodite was the person that kind of cursed them both in the first place. It's a bit sick, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
As a remedial measure, she sent the child to be looked after by Persephone, the queen of the dead in the underworld, who was Hades' wife.
A great person to look after some children.
Yes, a very
queen of the underworld.
Do you reckon she child-proofed the underworld?
Yeah. Hey, queen of the dead, can you look after my baby for me? Sure.
It came out of a tree.
Yeah.
Barely jizzed. It was also moved to keep Adonis away from interfering eyes. However, Persephone, too, fell dearly in love.
By the way, we know why Persephone is the queen of the underworld, right? Because she got kidnapped by
Hades.
By Hades.
It's like all the women are badly mistreated in this.
Yeah.
So Persephone, which episode was that, Dan?
The one with Hades and Persephone in, obviously.
Which number, though? Since it's your birthday, I'll give you a clue.
28.
Minus 4.
24.
Yes, no, yeah. I'll edit it to make it sound like 24.
Okay, there you
I'll ask you again, actually. Oh, Dan, what episode is that from?
28?
-4.
24.
Let's try it one more. Dan, which episode is it from?
What episode is this?
Is it 42?
This is for... This is 42.
42, right?
It's
so
42.
just swap the numbers
Swap the
around.
numbers around, 24.
-4. However, Persephone too fell in love with the baby Adonis and refused to give him up when Aphrodite came for him. There was a bitter argument, and Zeus had to intervene to prevent a disastrous argument between the two. He decided that every year Adonis would spend 4 months with Persephone, and then the next 4 months with Aphrodite, and the last 4 months he would be left alone, so he may look after himself.
Again, Zeus is such great advice by Zeus there.
Also, this is a very similar pattern to Persephone's one as well. She was on a time.
And he was like, you get 6 months here, 6 months here, done.
Yeah, and so this baby is like, oh, he has to look after himself. He's like 1 year old.
Yeah.
He's been eaten by a wolf. Oh, so he has 2 mums. Persephone, who lives in the underworld, and Aphrodite, who is a goddess of love. Who do you reckon's a better mum?
Probably Aphrodite. Even though she was the one that made his parents have the sex.
How about Hades? What's his involvement in this? Because there's no mention. Is he
No,
just? Does he
he's
just
just
kind of
like-
let Persephone kind of get her own thing?
Yeah,
Like he likes having her on the wall, but he needs his own space. You know?
Yes.
He goes and sits in his den, for 4 months. So, the death.
Adonis grew up to be a very handsome young man, and one look at him could make every woman's heart excited with desire. That excited was also... It's weird, because most children of incest are not crazy good looking.
Well, just ask anyone in Yorkshire.
Yeah, exactly. That excited was also the heart of goddess Aphrodite, who was extremely charmed with this young man.
Imagine the story of Adonis as like a properly mutacious freak. Like, hello, love me. He's not actually beautiful, but everyone's like, oh, how cute is he? He has an eye bulging out his socket.
So Aphrodite is also charmed by the young man, or her son. Adonis loved the great outdoors and was a master of the hunt. Once, when Aphrodite was to go away for a few days, she warned Adonis not to stray too far into the forest while hunting. At the same time, she told him to stay away from any beast that did not run away from him. However, the heart of young Adonis was audacious, and neglecting Aphrodite's warning, he plunged deep into the forest. There he came upon a wild boar, and, no matter how much he tried, he could not scare it away.
Well, sorry, let's just repeat that line. There he came upon a wild boar. Horny bastard, isn't he?
Horny bastard.
So, he's not going away. Oh God. Oh, sorry. I got your tusk.
Belly jizz.
Belly jizz. I imagine that boar's now pregnant because
like a cloud.
Yeah.
The boar, angered, attacked Adonis, and with one massive heave of its head, pierced the young man with his tusk, like Robert Baratheon.
Yeah, well, nice.
Thank you. It is said that the boar which killed Adonis was no ordinary beast, but the god Ares, who was one of Aphrodite's many lovers. Jealous of her passion for Adonis, Ares disguised himself in the form of a boar and attacked the young man. So Ares, the god of war, of course. Mm-hmm. Ares is in love, because Aphrodite is meant to be the most beautiful thing ever, right? He is really jealous that she loves her adopted son Adonis more than him, and has decided to kill him.
Oh,
fair play.
Yep. I mean, that's just normal behaviour.
No.
Once again, do you reckon we're so immersed into these stories now that I think we've imagine if this is our normal, just yep, gonna murder someone that doesn't like me. Half of the fan base, really.
Yeah. Hearing the screams of her beloved Adonis, Aphrodite immediately headed for the forest, where she found him breathing his last. Kneeling by his side, she sprinkled nectar over the wound, and to ease his pain, she gently sang to him.
What song would you reckon she'll sing to him?
I just died in your arms tonight.
Too soon. How about something relaxing, something like
Imperium.
Yeah, I was going to be kind of yeah, just in Nirvana in the space.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A smile caressed Adonis's countenance as he slightly passed away into the realm of the dead. The nectar that Aphrodite sprinkled on Adonis' wound had turned the droplets of his blood into beautiful red anemones.
Anemones. Did I read that?
I don't know what they are. Anemones.
Hey, why don't you Google it, listener? Anemones.
The nectar that Aphrodite sprinkled on Adonis' wound had turned the drops of his blood into beautiful red anemones, while the rest of his blood flowed, becoming the river Adonis, which is today known as the river Abraham in coastal Lebanon.
Abraham.
The Abraham. Let me nail the Arabic. While the rest of his blood flowed, becoming the river Adonis, which is today known as the river Abraham in coastal Lebanon.
That was nice. Dan, I feel a little bit bad because I did that Nirvana song earlier and I realised, can we do that bit again, but can I do the best version of that, please?
Okay. Do you want me to read that over as he's dying? You're in the background being Aphrodite.
Can you just say the singing gently to him? And
okay.
I'll do.
She was singing gently to him.
Nah, dude, that's like a lady. Good callback, isn't it?
Good callback.
Not worth going back for though.
Oh, fuck me. Persephone greeted Adonis with arms wide open as he entered the underworld, and her delight knew no bounds. Of course, she's happy now because
he gets to see him full time.
At the same time, Aphrodite, knowing that Adonis must be in the clutches of Persephone, rushed to the underworld to bring him back. Once again, Zeus had to intervene and stop the women from quarrelling over who have rightful possession of Adonis.
And of course, because Zeus is the man, he can just sort out the all of the problems in the world. I bet he doesn't even care that much. He just wants them to stop squabbling because he's a misogynist.
With great patience, he told them that henceforth Adonis would spend half the year with Aphrodite and the other half with Persephone. This last aspect may symbolise the life of a man who spends half his life with his mother and half his life with his wife.
Wait, hold on. What?
I'm spending my whole life, like, no offence, Mum, but I don't want to be with you my whole half of life.
Well, let's just. Who is his wife? It's not Aphrodite, right?
No, and it's not Persephone either, because they're his mums.
So why is that reflective of his mother and?
I think it's just symbolising that you have to. He goes between the two. Yeah, it's his mother and mother.
Surely it's a symbolising of life and death, and the rebirth has his. But that's weird. And also, there's some proper mum issues there. So he's like he has to. Basically, his two mums are squabbling. Remember Callisto and Arcus? Arcus has to spend his whole eternity with his mum in space, right? Which is weird. That's a weird story, by the way.
Yes.
He gets shot into space. So Adonis is forced for his whole life to spend, even though he's a ladies' man, he has to spend it with his mum. It's like kind of
or
like
his mum.
Yeah, his mum or his other mum, who's not actually his mum. His mum's a birch tree, and so it's kind of weird, and also I feel a bit bad for Adonis because he doesn't really get to choose who. And also, I like it's like 4 months with Aphrodite, then Persephone, and by yourself. Oh, you died. 6 months with me. You lost the independence now. So that's the end of Adonis. Dan, do you compare yourself to Adonis? Anyway?
Yes.
Which ways?
I was the product of an incestuous relationship.
Did you come out of a tree?
Yeah, I did come out of a tree. I once fell off a tree.
Did you?
Yeah, I really hurt myself.
And that's the end of this myth. Oh, all right, ladies and gentle pen. Dan, before we do the ranking section, can you do that your Arabic again? That's slightly arousing.
The Nar Ibrahim.
Ooh.
I learnt that accent from going on Emirates flights.
Oh, really?
Because when they do their announcements, it's the most beautiful sounding. This guy's got this beautiful voice, comes over the tannoy, and it just says, "Welcome to Emirates. Welcome aboard this flight A3249 to Dubai.
Take me."
Yeah, flight time is approximately 7 hours and 20 minutes, with weather a beautiful sunny UAE 35 degrees. And you're just like, ugh.
Meanwhile, on
BA.
meanwhile, on Midlands Airline, hello from Nottingham. We fly from Nottingham Airport to Nottingham. It's a bus. You pay with potato. Again, I'm not sure. Let's just go on. Let's move on quickly. So, Dan, since it's your birthday, you get to choose how we're going to mark this today. And usually we have life skills, morals, creativity, and WTF, but we can mark it however you want. It's your choice. The world's your oyster.
Let's do a whole new category.
Again, I'm a stickler for the rules, so I'm kind of burning on the inside. But yeah, what do you want, Dan?
So instead of life skills,
This
is going to be
is genuinely stressing me out.
parent skills.
Okay.
Parenting skills. What did we learn as a parent?
We're changing this.
No, I won't do it. Life skills. Go on. What did we learn? There are some parenting things in here, though.
How about instead
Don't sleep with your dad.
Ooh.
Oh, that's more morals.
Yeah.
We haven't explained the category at all, have we?
No, yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Well, I'm still reeling from you changing it as well. Maybe just go out there, totally brand new category, like most edible. No, let's just do life skills. Life skills is the practical things we learn. Morals, the moral things we learn. Creativity, how inventive is it? And the WTF factor, the things that make you go, huh? That's pretty good, wasn't it?
That's pretty good.
What
Life skills.
What life skills did we learn?
We learned how to make a baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We learned how to fire an arrow.
Yes, we learned how to create a son from incestuous union.
Yeah, we learned how to turn a woman into a tree.
We learned how to turn women on with our looks and smiles.
We learned how to go to the underworld.
We learned how to be raised by two mums.
Yeah, we learned that if you are raised by two mums, that's okay.
Hey, it's the 21st century.
21st century. This is quite ahead of its time.
I'm not sure. I did a gig. I did a gig in Durham recently, yesterday actually, and it's so embarrassing. I was just like, I said to this guy, "Oh, are you a ladies' man?" And he was a bit awkward. And I was like, "Or a man's man? It's the 21st century." And oh god, I hate myself sometimes. I shouted at the audience yesterday because I asked, "Oh, is any couples in?" And the couple put their hands up. I was like, "Oh, how long have you been together?" It's like 10 years. And everyone started giving me a round of applause. And I said, "Why do you get to be happy, but I don't?" That was too real, wasn't it? They laughed. Come and see my show, guys. It's really intense at the moment. What else did we... Sorry.
Life skills, so we learned quite a few things.
Learn how to fall... learn
how to leave a baby on its own for 4 months.
Learn how to administer custody.
How to administer custody. We learn how to get stabbed by a ball.
Yes, we learn how to kill someone via ball.
Yeah, we
learn how to come in a ball. Learn how to barely jizz.
What are you thinking?
Also learn how to find remains in that island of Lesbos.
Yeah, that's true.
And plant seeds.
And plant seeds, that's true. We learned that the Greeks eat fennel like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 6.
6, I think's fair.
Good, it's already down. Boom.
And because it's your birthday, I can't argue with you.
That's really good.
I mean, it's only your birthday for another 20 more minutes, so... morality? Dan, it's your birthday, you can ask me to do whatever you want.
Morality, I'm going to ignore what you just said.
Yeah.
Morality.
I wasn't sure if you heard it or not, so...
Morals, so what have we learnt? The social and moral implications and ethical implications. Don't have incestuous relationships.
Oh, I get the other way around.
Do you have incestuous relationships?
Have you seen the people in Yorkshire?
So you just haven't got a choice. Matt has kissed his cousin though.
Oh yeah, have I told the story in the podcast?
I probably shouldn't do.
Should I do it?
Matt made out with a girl and it turned out they were related.
She was like a second cousin. It was at a wedding and it's my first ever kiss. I was 16 years old. Her name was Madison. That's her real name.
I know that's actually her real name, which is why I was surprised you used it, but okay, yeah.
Her name was censored. And she was... I think when I was 16, I found her attractive because she was a lady of my age range, and it was the first time I ever got drunk in front of my family at this wedding. And I should have had alarm bells ringing, bear in mind that the only people there were family members. And I got this girl a flower, started dancing with her, and I kissed her. And then my mum came over to me, to my house, and go, "Oh, it's nice that you're making good friends with your second cousin." It's kind of weird that the thing we had most in common was DNA.
That'd be hilarious if you got married. Which Madison and I have nothing in common except DNA.
Which side are you sitting on? Bride or the grooms? Both the same side.
It's like, no, second cousin, that's alright. It's legal.
Is it moral though? It's my first kiss. That's romantic. Also, I've been telling a lot of my stories and capers and love recently from my new show, and someone said to me, "Only these stories can happen to Matt Hoss."
I was about to say that's a very Matt Hoss thing. Yeah. The Madison story.
The censored story.
Sorry, censored person's story.
Poor Madison.
Her surname isn't Hoss, is it?
She's actually my girlfriend. She's actually married with a baby, actually.
Oh wow, good for her.
To my brother. The best man wonder. Very little hobbies in Yorkshire.
Oh, that's so funny.
So where were we again? Morals.
Morals, yeah.
Don't make out your cousin. That's the thing we learnt there.
In what way? How was your relationship to you? I'm actually just interested. Do you know that, like, the family?
I don't actually know. It's like cousins, daughters, I think.
Okay, so it's really far removed, to be fair.
Yeah, it wasn't...
But there's some DNA there.
Yeah. Too much for it to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But didn't stop the Matt Hoff train. Choo-choo. Just... Ain't nothing stopping the little Matt Hoff loving. That's what I said to her. Before I kissed her.
Right, morals.
I know my brother's going to listen to this and he's going to cringe at every word I just said. Sorry, but Dan did say a lot of cringy stuff to his mum, so it's fair game, isn't it? What else? Don't force your son to... also,
don't force a father and daughter to do the sexy time.
And then don't reap the rewards of having that child afterwards.
Yes, that's weird, yeah. Don't argue over a kid that's not yours. You can't just come and steal someone else's adopted kid.
Well, sorry, I think you can argue to help that child, but that's I think true. Don't claim it when it's not yours, I guess. Yeah. Help it, but, you know...
don't leave a baby unattended for 4 months.
Because obviously it's going to die, and don't murder someone via ball. And don't let Zeus choose your decision for you as well, because that's only end up badly. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not high morals here?
High morals is not that high.
Great English there. Maybe like a 4 or something?
I think a 4. There are some nice morals though. She brings you back to life.
Yeah, some nice morals there, but I don't think too pressing. If you know what I mean. Creativity for Baba Adonis.
Baba Adonis.
Baba Adonis.
Nar Ibrahim.
I think Adonis is quite an interesting character. Well, in all fairness, he doesn't have that much personality apart from being beautiful.
Yeah.
Which is... Actually, you know what? In all fairness, he's the first kind of guy who gets that kind of female treatment where he has no personality whatsoever, but he's beautiful. That's all the personality he has, if you know what I mean.
Yes, yeah.
Like, he's objectified just for his looks. And Aphrodite has a very unhealthy relationship with that as well. Pretty much she's equated to being his wife as well.
Yeah, I think it's relative creative though, like the whole tree splitting, baby thing.
Yeah, incestuous union.
Yeah, heaven and hell, like the underworld and Olympus. Or the wild boar, I guess. Aries, he comes into the picture. It's quite creative.
Yeah, there's a lot of different gods in the works,
Yeah.
and it's also between humans and gods. It's a mixture between the two.
It's also weird that he was told that to not trust an animal that didn't run away from him,
Yeah,
and he exactly didn't do that. And it's really weird because in all the other Greek myths, people always listen.
yeah. They
to it.
go, "Oh, thank you for that advice. I guess I won't do that," and then live
Die.
ripe old age. Yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, it's very strange, you know. So I think for creativity, I'm gonna say either Zex or Zeben.
I would say 6 or Zeban. I was going to 6. Yeah, let's go 6.
It wasn't too impressive. Bear in mind that in the last episode we had some really, really exciting stuff.
Yeah, we did.
And WTF?
WTF?
Incestuous union.
Fuck the word. Incestuous union. Pretty weird.
Yes.
Baby coming out of a tree.
Yep.
That he has just watched
Turn into a
to
tree.
Him not looking after the baby.
Instant conception.
Instant conception.
Aphrodite, who caused the problem, taking the baby.
Yeah.
Penelope falling in love and them two arguing.
Yeah. Zeus thinking it's appropriate for a baby to have 4 months on its own.
Yep. Being killed by a boar for no real reason.
Yeah. Aries being jealous of
Yeah.
the sun.
And spending his life with his mum and his other mum, and also Aphrodite being quite overly sexual towards him.
Yes.
I think
7.
is it that high though? It's kind of weird, but I think like a 6.
6.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, you're right. You always twist my arm.
6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 is 22.
Not that high.
No, it's not. Unfortunately not. However, I think there's some really interesting stuff there though. We learnt about Adonis. We learnt about what's the
It's
stuff?
good to know who he actually is now. I've obviously heard the term before.
Because all the ladies use it on you, Dan.
All the ladies.
So-
No one's ever called me an Adonis.
Hey, Dan, I'll write in the book for you now if you want.
I'm okay. I don't want to pity Adonis.
A pity Adonis. So, Dan, have you had a nice birthday?
I have. Thank you for that birthday. That wasn't a birthday. But no, thank you very much for the gift. That's really kind.
Dan, you didn't hear in the last episode, but at the very end, I asked the Miss viewers to send you their birthday wishes and stuff like that. However, we have pre-recorded it, so let's just assume they have.
Yes. No, everyone would have emailed me saying
yeah.
happy birthday.
Yeah, so that's
The big 2-5, Matt. Big 2-5.
I genuinely thought 205. So what are you going to do in your 25th year, Dan?
Do you not? Does it worry you that we're turning 25?
We're mid-25. Oh, mid-20s now,
Yeah.
right? And it's... I'm not sure if I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, no, I can tell you we are not. We're in my room right now, recording a podcast. My laundry is literally drying next to us in the same room as some laundry.
Shouldn't I be good at what I do now?
You are good at what you do.
Oh, thanks, man. I don't know, I just wish we...
Just you're good enough isn't good enough.
It's nice that even on your fake birthday, you won't stop being a dick to me. Okay, well, Dan, since it's your birthday, you can finish off the podcast. Actually, you can finish off the you can do the social media.
Oh, thank you.
You know you love it.
If you are interested / are going to email us, please use the following email address: miffspodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to follow us on Facebook, that's @miffspodcast, and also Twitter @miffspodcast.
And what new group can they join?
They can now join the what are they called again?
It's Miss Podcast brackets
Miffsfits.
The Miffsfits.
The Miffsfits.
Because you are now a misfit. And if you join
I
the
think you said
group-
Mifters, but that's not a thing.
I think because at the start of every description,
Yeah.
I like to use different ones. My favourite one...
Because that really annoys me because there's never a space after it.
Yeah, because I return it. Well, Dan, you can upload the episode if you want. So I do it. It's just sometimes the formatting is wrong. So the point being, Dan, one of my favourite ones was Mysterious Girl.
How's it going?
I'm celebrating that one. Stoolman, I think... so join the group. I think we're going to try and get some badges made soon in the new year, aren't we, Dan?
Yes.
So, so you can have stuff like I love Peterborough services on it, or Peregrine Falcon
Falcon
fact.
fact, yeah.
Or if you... Oh,
Aegean boat specialist.
that's only for me, though.
That's only for you.
We're also going to print some badges. Ones that say I'm a Dan fan and I'm a Matt fan. But we're only going to print 5 of I'm a Matt fan and 100 of I'm a Dan fan. Just to keep it realistic. But yeah, and also, it's Dan's birthday, and he wants you to give us 5 stars on iTunes. You know, Dan, look directly into the podcast mic and tell us that you want 5 stars on iTunes because your birthday.
Nothing says I love you like the gift of a 5 stars on iTunes. If you donate just 5 stars a week to iTunes, Dan will also reward you in sponsorship by giving you weekly hilarious podcastness.
Wasn't quite sure where that was going to end, but it's going to sponsor you with Weetabix.
No.
Oh, I should have got you a Weetabix for your birthday.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, giving 5 stars to iTunes and helping us out is much cheaper than giving to Oxfam.
Yeah, and we're more needy.
Yeah.
Did I just say that? Okay. But yeah, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a lovely day. Dan, since it's your birthday, should we let the listeners sing you a happy birthday now?
Yes, please.
Here we go, guys. If you're at home, and actually, wherever you listen to this, whether it's on the tube or on the way to work, or just in your garden at home, I want you to sing along to this. If you don't, we'll know. We'll know, and Dan will cry for every person that doesn't share. So on count of 3, you're going to sing "Happy Birthday" as loud as possible, even if you're in a public place. Make them look at you. Okay? Here we go, Dan. Ready to be impressed?
No.
3, 2, 1. Good effort. Whoa. Daniel. And many more.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, if no one sang during that bit, it's going to be very awkward.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. They would have definitely sung during that bit.
It would have been very embarrassing.
Thanks, guys. I've enjoyed my non-birthday.
Hey, Dan. It's been your birthday, so and now I'm gonna leave you with a.
Let's just hope yesterday goes well.
Anyway, I hope you have a nice happy birthday to you, Dan. I love you.
Thank you, Matt. Love you too.
Happy birthday.
No, Matt. Bye.
Myths.